came into banking. That's when I had my first banking job with then Merchant Bank, now Universal Merchant Bank.
Yeah.
And I stayed for 7 years. My first 2 years was to do corporate affairs, and then after that, I decided that I wanted to be in the core because marketing and corporate banking was the core. So I moved into, after a year, I moved into corporate banking and started becoming relationship management and all of that, which I spent, became a star RM. I remember when I wanted to leave Merchant Bank, Blaise Mankwa was then the MD. He tore up my resignation letter twice. He said, no, he can't go.
He tore it off.
Tore it up twice. So I finally had to do it by email because I needed a reference date. StanChart had recruited me. The guy said, you won't go. He took me to dinner. He went with me. He said, it's one of the shocks I ever had. We had dinner. He said, okay, so what's your problem? I said, nothing. He said, I just want to change it because StanChart was a leading bank. I wanted to do something else. I'd done here 6 years or 7 years, then I want to do something else. He said, no, we are going to build a new bank. We want you to stay. I said, okay, but I want to go. And he said, look, how much are they giving to you? I said, it's not about the money. I said, how much are giving? I mentioned. He said, okay. Then he took out a letter from the pocket of his jacket. Then he had given me 2 promotions, two jumps. He had made me a full manager with a salary that was matching the StanChart. He said, take it. This is it. We are closed here. I couldn't sleep. I said, what is going on here? And then I went home, thought about it. The following day, came back, spoke to a few people. Said, what? Did he do that? He jumped you twice? It's never happened. You die staying here. You know what? Anyway, if you stayed, nobody will like you. If you stayed anyway, nobody will like you for this. So we are going to struggle. But I thought, I said, just go. Let's go. So I went to him. I said, thank you, sir, but I need to go. So I just went.
You rejected it?
I rejected it.
But really, what was the driving factor? Why were you keen on leaving?
Because StanChart then was the maker of banking, I have to say. You know, we're an RM, you go out, their swag was slightly better than yours. You realize that they went to places like Kenya and Uganda and South Africa, and you didn't go. You went once a while. You saw that the training was different, and it was completely true. The training was completely different, and I spent 10 years there, and it was one of the best times also in my life because you realize the training was very different.
So you thought of leaving your bank, that was Merchant Bank,
Merchant Bank,
to join a better brand, if I can put it that way.
Well, something that would train you. You had to always look out for the next challenge. I didn't feel challenged there. It was okay to be a star RM and all that, but you could see that you were missing something. You could see that, and once you get to that stage, there's no stretch. It's too comfortable. It's better to go out there and get stretched. Particularly at the early times of your career, where you really, really need to make sure you are training yourself and getting yourself ready for the bigger times, because the comfort zone thing is one of the most.
It rather sounds to me that you wanted to jump to a more comfortable area, or a more comfortable bank, or a bank that
it wasn't comfortable. Actually, it was very dangerous. It was very dangerous because the guys there were well trained, and anytime you met them in client offices, you knew they had an edge because their confidence was really high. That's whether it was because of the brand or because of the training. You could see that they had an edge that you wanted. There's something that you wanted. And once you got in, it was always because of the kind of deals they did, the structuring, the corporate finance deals they did. It was slightly different, and you could see that was going on. Also, the culture was more international because there was a mix of everybody. It wasn't. It was a mix of everybody, and you could see that. Merchant Bank grounded me. There was a lot of training in Merchant Bank. No, don't get me wrong. It was a fantastic place to be, but you could see that you had to go and add something else.